Welcome back. Welcome everyone. Great to see you. How you doing? I'm back. It's been a hot minute. I've been busy dealing with a move. Won't get into it. Most importantly, if you're new, welcome. Great to have you. If you've been here before, welcome back, my love. And I'm gonna go straight to it, okay? A few things I want to talk about today. The new Italian Prime Minister. For those who know me, you know, I was born in Italy. In Naples, to be specific. So I got a big bone to pick about that whole, what they're saying about her, blah, blah, blah. And I'm not going into it because she's a woman and I'm a woman. Oh, no. It goes way deeper. I can't wait to share and hear your comments. Make sure, if you like this video, hit the like, helps the algorithm. Subscribe if you haven't already. And if you already have, make sure you click on the all notifications so you don't miss me when I go live. Telling you, even when you do that, it doesn't always work. Because, you know, YouTube is so fabulous. Anyway, if it wasn't for YouTube at this moment, we wouldn't be sitting here together. So, enough said about that. But yeah, Prime Minister Italy, I want to talk about that. I want to talk about the CBDC. I believe, wait, did I say that right? The digital currency, the central bank digital currency. I got tons of bones to pick on that one. And of course, I'm going to mention the hurricane in Florida because I think we should send some positive energy and some, you know, love that way. Just for that, just to offer them some support. And then I'm going to talk about these other, I don't know what to say without sounding insulting, but I'm sick of this kind of rhetoric, these lies about Maga, and I don't even care. I'm not defending Maga per se. It's just so bad that I'm like, God, these people, no wonder I don't watch the news. They put me in a bad mood. And this is just me, you know, looking at what's trending and what jumps at me. And that's what we're doing. So you're here with me. I'm loving it that you're here with me. Let's talk about this. I'm going to get into it. First and foremost, I want to share your comments. What's up? How are you, everyone? Welcome, Shannon. Hey, how you doing? Love it, love it, love it. Yay. Great to see you. AC Nelson. Hello. Good afternoon to all the beautiful people on here. Yes. Love it. Exclamation. Mr. Deplorable is back. Man, if you're deplorable, oh my God. If you're deplorable, well-spoken, sweet, kind, everyone loves you. Really. Hey, Knees Joe. Good afternoon, Shannon AC. See what I mean? See what I mean? I just love it. Love it. Deplorable. I like that. That sounds kind of hot though, AC Nelson. Mr. Deplorable is back. I'm still looking for the words that I really want to say that I'm like, if you're deplorable, I mean, I think it's because people can't handle you, right? If you were to say that, like, okay, I'm gonna let it go. I've been out of the loop for a second. I feel like I need to warm up. So welcome everyone. Hey, Jay Darrow. Hello. Thank you. You see that? I love that. You don't always have to say something. An emoji can say a million words. Jay, love it. Oh, you know what? Now that I'm noticing, I'm looking on the other side of the screen. Let me switch this back. I'm going to try a new style this time where when I share the screen, I'm going to share the entire window. And that way I don't have to like close out, close in. Not that you guys need to know all the tech stuff, but until I get a crew that helps me. But for now, just need you guys to keep coming back. And if you haven't already liked the video, hit the like. Subscribe if you haven't already. Share this video. That's what I really want to say. Share this video. Tell your people, hey, have you heard about Olga? What's up? Join the conversation. Because here we talk about what everybody else is talking about, but I think we do it better in the sense that we are nice, we're open, we're honest, we can handle this shit, right? That's what I'm saying. So let's real quick, I'm going to screen share And let's see, let's do the window. Oh yeah. Okay. So how about, well, I didn't really want to start with her. Let me start with, did I close the window? I mean, I can't believe this. I had the whole, now I'm showing you guys everything I'm going through, but there we go. So what do you guys think about this Hurricane Ian's monstrous eye wall moves offshore? Florida's battered by 155 million mile per hour winds. An 18 feet storm surge as water is sucked out of Tampa Bay ahead of the catastrophic flooding. And if you guys have seen, like, there's been some crazy videos of Cuba, right? Or Cuba. And how, like, I saw one video where the water was coming up from the sewage. It's like, and then like had a total blackout. So I send my love, my prayers, positive thoughts nonstop that everybody was going to be fine, and the least amount of harm is done. I really hope everyone's safe in a good place. I really hope people also, those who stayed behind that couldn't leave Florida, that maybe you filled up a bathtub of water so that you have water. Yeah, but I have a good feeling. I really feel like everyone's going to be really together and tight. And so I didn't want to share this to create any fear. It's that it's okay. It's going to be okay. It's going to be better than what we think. I really do. I'm not saying that they're over hyping it and exaggerating. No, I think it's always better to kind of go above, right? Than be like, oh, well, it's going to be bad, but it won't be too bad. But not to have fear. So yeah, it's funny. As we're watching this particular clip I'm sharing with you guys right now, that fire that you see right there in Naples. I've been there. I've been to Florida many times. I love Florida. I plan on moving there. Let's see what happens. But yeah, I have friends. I have family down there. Not now, but I have friends. So shout out to everyone I know in Florida. Much love. And yeah, so, okay. So I'm going to just take a moment. I'm going to send a nice warm message and prayer for those in Florida and Cuba and wherever else is affected by this storm. May you be protected, you and all your loved ones. And just keep your cool, keep your positive mind, because that's what you need the most, is to keep it together. You're the captain of your ship. No matter what storm comes your way, you hold it. I'm with you in spirit, in mind, body. On a metaphysical level. Okay, I'm going on. Clearly I gotta warm up here, ladies and gentlemen. And how about this one? How about this? So, of course, there's all these, again, who's blaming who? Seems like they have to let the natural gas out there, but I've read a bunch of articles. There seems like someone in Sweden was talking about how there was some seismic, where maybe like TNT explosives were detected. So, I mean, but who hasn't heard about all the meat plants, food plants in the U.S. burning? Like over 100 of them. And again, the mainstream media doesn't really talk about it. So this is global, right? This is global of, just an implosion, power tripping. And I'm minimizing it because I just like to get straight to the point. Like, forget, I don't need to debate for 3 hours to know. I don't think it takes much discovery to see, well, look what's been happening. It's like I feel like there's a bunch of little boys or little boys and girls just fighting, and I really think they're just ignorant. The ego's getting in the way. That's what I think. So yeah, Ukraine accuses, in this article from the Daily Mail, Ukraine accuses Russia of Nord Stream, in quote, terror attack, as gas leaks from sabotaged pipelines send vast rings of churning bubbles up to 3,000 feet wide to the Baltic Sea surface following undersea explosions. Assuming that this is accurate reporting, you got to question everything, right? The large-scale gas leak is nothing more than a terrorist attack planned by Russia. Says who? Did they say it? Can you guys let me know? Did they say it? Did I miss the memo? Did I miss the video, the announcement? And an act of aggression towards the EU. Kyiv's presidential advisor, Mikhailo Podolyak, said on Twitter. Podolyak accused Russia of seeking to destabilize the economic situation in Europe and cause pre-winter panic. Oh, I'm sorry. Like you guys weren't saying there's going to be a cold winter, harsh winter, right? Right? Okay, that's right. You guys are all full of it. You're lying. Oh, God. How do these people sleep at night? The Nord Stream pipelines have been flashpoints in an escalating energy war between Europe and Moscow amid Vladimir Putin's invasion of Ukraine that has pummeled major Western economies and sent gas prices soaring. The cause of the leaks has not yet been confirmed, however, and the European Commission said it was too early to speculate on the potential causes. Shocking footage released earlier today by the Danish military from a flyover of the affected region showed huge swaths of the Baltic Sea churning as the gas bubbled to the surface. We can see that. If that's, nowadays, I'm not saying this is a lie, guys. Okay, I'm not saying it's not. But like nowadays, with all the technology we have, the computer graphics, we can create anything that looks believable. And that's what's just like, oh, well, we have a picture. It's like, that's not the end of it. All right, I'm not going to go into Putin and stuff, or Putin. But yeah, is it me? But it's giving me a reminder of like the Iraq War, the Cold War, like in the early 90s when Saddam Hussein was lighting up the oil fields. Do you guys remember that? If you don't, you're young. Maybe you don't see it. Maybe you didn't know about it. Maybe they didn't teach you that in school. For those like me who really was there and watched it, it happened. It's like, do you guys see the connection? Just saying. All right. I really don't have much to say for the fact that I'm just not buying it, and I know that everybody wants an answer. But to me, it's this guy just mobilized 300,000 Russians to aid in the war with Ukraine. And we go back to this, well, don't they say all is fair, right? And love and war, all is fair. Again, I'm not excusing anybody who did this, why they're doing this, but it's like everyone acts like, oh, I'm doing the right thing. You all are fucking doing the wrong thing, and you know it. The fact that I saw, videos of Russians trying to flee the country, and I don't blame them. Who wants war? Nobody wants war. And again, back in the day, the kings would actually go to war, right? I've said this before in other videos. But now these new leaders, they don't do any of that. They go in bunkers. They hide. Don't you think that's a little odd? Like, the more technology, the more, I hate to say this, but the more pussy, the more, low, like, all talk behind a screen with your protection. Yeah, I'm getting like stomped right now because I'm just visualizing. Remember that old game? Was it like Battleship? It's like it's all a game. Clearly, the world does not want war. Clearly. And this could have been prevented. Every war can be prevented. I can't believe that they try to convince everybody that it's inevitable. Oh, this is the bad guy. Everything is inevitable. Even to say like a school shooting, right? Or just a shootout anywhere. Do we really think that we can't prevent that? Funny how that one guy, forget his name, Brandt something, right? who the media doesn't mention the kid that he ran over and killed over politics, over the, oh, you're a MAGA Republican, and they don't mention this kid's name, right? Like, going back to my other video of what was it, Biden's Soul of the Nation speech? Oh, of course, they know they affect the audience, the viewer. They know it. That's why the government gets into public schools and tells them what they can teach and not teach. I mean, we know what you say, people react. I mean, we're talking basic shit. We don't need to go deep on this. We just don't. But no, let's just keep arguing. So we dumb everybody down, and then we pin them against each other. Ultimately, nobody wants war. Isn't that funny? Even the people that are rioting or doing the shootouts, it's a symptom. It's a reaction to something, not what the majority wants or what we're made to be. No. Like I said, why don't they go? Why don't our prime minister, everybody's government, why don't the government workers, has anybody thought about that? Am I the only person that's thinking about this? Like, along with the soldiers that sign up to serve their country, right? Why don't all the politicians do it? Why don't they gear up? Why don't they get military training like Israel? Everybody gets military training. Women, everybody, right? I know. Don't come at me like, oh, that's not that simple. You know what? All I see them is making money. They do nothing. Like, how about evaluation? I used to be a teacher, right? So what about like an eval every 2 weeks or once a month? All the politicians have to have an eval. Show me what you did. You know what I mean? You have to be completely transparent. How much did you make? That will take me straight to this shit before I go to this woman right here. So Thomas Massey, I think it's the right way to say it. But guys, as I said before, I'm not into politics. So I really don't know politicians. All I do is I watch these humans. I watch their reaction. I watch their words. And I'm just saying to you what they're doing, what they're saying. My perspective, my view. So it's not about whose side I am in or if this guy's a great guy or a bad guy. I don't care less. Just, you don't have to go that deep. You don't have to take sides and go, a monopoly on weapons of personal defense notwithstanding, traceable currency is the most powerful tool of a totalitarian government. You cannot not agree with that. See, doesn't matter what side you're on. Now, according to Fed Chair, the central bank digital currency would be identity, in quote, identity verified, so would not be anonymous. And I do like what he says. Wake up, folks! Exclamation. Now, if anyone follows technology, and we already know the globalists or all the leaders, they always want power. Everybody who has power wants more power. And the more we give them, the more they take. Right? Just, again, basic history here that happens since the beginning of time. Now, so here we go. Now the U.S. central bank digital currency would not be anonymous, says Federal Reserve Chair Powell. Let's listen to this guy. Again, I believe I've watched a video about the same guy before, and I'm going, look at this guy. This is a leader? I mean, really? Like, we watch movies with leaders and villains, and they have a classic look. This is someone that's in charge of money, when on top of it, we have the global currency of the dollar here. This is just ridiculous. Ridiculous.
We think that there are four characteristics of, if we were to pursue a CBDC, it would at a minimum have the following four characteristics. First is intermediated. Second is privacy protected. The third is identity verified. So it would not be anonymous. It would not be an anonymous bearer instrument. And fourth is transferable or interoperable. So we would be looking to balance privacy protection with identity verification, which has to be done, of course, in today's traditional banking system as well. We think that there are four characteristics of, if we were to pursue a CBDC, it would at a minimum have the following four characteristics. First is intermediated. Second is privacy protected. The third is identity verified. So it would not be anonymous. It would not be an anonymous bearer instrument. And fourth is transferable or interoperable. So we would be...
Did he say transferable or interoperable? Did I get that right, guys? Did he just say Hold on.
We would be looking to balance privacy protection with identity verification, which has to be done, of course, in today's traditional banking system as well. We think that there are four characteristics of, if we were to pursue a CBDC, it would at a minimum have the following four characteristics. First is intermediated. Second is privacy protected. The third is identity verified. So it would not be anonymous. It would not be an anonymous bearer instrument. And fourth is transferable or interoperable. So we would be looking
interoperable
to balance privacy protection with identity verification, which has to be done, of course, in today's traditional banking system as well. We think that there are four characteristics of, if we were to pursue a CBDC, it would at a minimum have the following four characteristics. First is intermediated.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't realize it was going to replay all over again. Again, who's in control of that privacy measurement? I love it. It's like, we're going to have a currency which is completely traceable, but somebody's got to manage that. But you're going to trust us to manage that. Government workers. They're the best workers ever. There's a reason why Elon Musk has produced more in shorter time and less money than our own NASA government funded. You get me? See, I don't have to say it. I mean, it's undeniable. Prime Minister of New Zealand, because we already know this is a global agenda. Why? Oh, well, since the internet, right? We can all contact each other. We couldn't do that years ago like we can do it today. So, of course, they're all hanging out together, like the Prime Minister of New Zealand who went and studied with the WEF, like Trudeau in Canada, and their little master, Klaus Schwab, the classic villain. Now, he definitely looks like the classic villain, but these leaders, where's the superheroes here? Where's like the Stallones and, I don't know, can't think about it. What's that one guy from Van Damme? Like, come on, where are these? Even Tom Cruise, okay? I mean, come on. These guys? I mean, even Star Trek did a better job. Okay. How about this chick? Oh, did I not get the video? Well, obviously there's a whole thread on this. Let me see, I wanted to make sure I played. Because just listening to her when she talks, she just cracks me up. Like, she's not convincing me. She's not acting like, when she talks, I don't know if this is addressing the UN about what?
The Assembly will hear an address by Her Excellency.
Mana, ina reo, raurangatira mā, kua hui hui mai nei, I tēnei whai.
Great, I had to pick a video where she's not speaking English.
The next pandemic will not be prevented by one country's efforts, but by all of ours. Climate action will only ever be as successful as the least committed country, as they...
Look how she puts her hands together. Look at her. This is what I call the Lego effect. I need to make sure that my thoughts can string along. See, I don't even care. I don't have to hear every freaking word. Just look at this.
The collective.
By the way, she's shitting her pants. She sounds like her father just yelled at her in the back. And he's like, you better go out there and you better say it this way.
Now, I'm not suggesting, though, that we rely on the goodwill of others to make progress.
Isn't that nice? Isn't it? See how nice she says that? I'm not, saying we should rely on the goodwill of others. What else does that mean then? It means we are going to make sure. Period. That's it. That's how we're going to do better. We didn't do enough before. And they're right. They didn't do enough because none of it fucking works, you idiots.
Dual strategy. One where we push for collective effort, but where we also use multilateral...
Again, I love that. Collective effort means global dominance.
...tools to make progress. And that's...
Tools. Forced military in a sense, right? Forced like police. Forced security. Enforcers. I'll call them enforcers.
On pandemic preparedness, we support efforts to develop a new global health legal instrument, strengthened international health regulations, and a strong and empowered World Health Organization. Okay, there we go. Yeah, right. Exactly. The WHO, because they are God. They are the best. They made no mistakes, and they know better, right? Right. Coming from humans. Anyway, where's the video I want to hear? This one. The video that goes with this. I'm like, Of course, I realized that's a picture. I'm like, anyway, you get it. Right here,
zero hedge. New Zealand Prime Minister calls for a global censorship system. That's all I cared about. I've seen many other places, other websites, Twitter handles. You guys have seen this, right? Here's what I'm going to say to you. I don't even need to hear that every detail. The word censorship. Well, it starts with you, leader, sweetheart. It starts with you. How about we censor you first? Meaning, you should watch what you say and how you talk to people with your authoritarian ass. Talking about what we're going to do, what we're not going to do, what we need to do better and better. Is anybody there from the public, whether it's from New Zealand or anywhere? Like, why isn't anybody like raising a hand and say, hey, like, did we tell you we need more censorship? Are the people saying that? I don't see that anywhere. Even the people that are supposedly on the left of all the countries, that's not what they want. That's not what they want. Nobody wants censorship. Not even the people that are out there canceling and censoring everyone out there. They don't. We know this. They just want you to tell them what they want to hear, or they just want to... honestly, the brainwashing is so profuse and so profound that even the people that stand on their side going, no, I'm right and you're wrong, I'm going, okay, what do you know about history? That's a question I ask all the time with people on the street, anywhere I go, wherever I hang out. And you get together, I'm like, what do you know about history? What do you know about the Roman Empire? And that's, I can only, all I need is one example. And I'm like, and you don't know what you're talking about. You don't even know anything about that. So you don't know the history repeats itself. How does anybody not know the history repeats itself? We're human. And then their argument ends. They will never come back with a good answer. They'll just like, no, because this is what I believe and that's it. I'm like, okay, well, how's it serving you right now? Again, well, I'm paying extra, the inflation's more because of Putin. Who told you that? Where'd you get that from? Like, whatever happened with facts? And I don't mean the fact checkers, which obviously are paid to say non-facts. Oh my God, I just saw this video. I didn't pull it up. Maybe for next time. You guys know this guy, Anomaly. I think he did a really good job on that. Like, I'm tired of being fact checked, so I'm going to fact check the fact checkers. I mean, honestly, people just don't want to do the work. They just don't. I mean, even like this clip that I'm about to show you right now, when she uses the word democracy, or one of the guys in the news thing. And this is my pet peeve, guys. You know this. I keep saying, use your words correctly. That's all I'm asking. You lie? Fine, lie all you want. Brainwash all you want. Hate all you want. Try to convince anybody, but use your words correctly. Because that is the root of all the fucking evil. Okay? Twisting fucking reality and real words that have been there longer than any of these motherfuckers. All right, where's the video? Is this it? Let's see.
Very important election, not just for Democrats, but also this election is a very important election, not just for Democrats, but also for Republicans, also for independents, and anyone who cares about the United States of America. There is a MAGA Republican agenda that gives no consideration.
There is a MAGA Republican agenda. You know this. Where is it, girlfriend? Where is it? Show it to me. Show it to me. Where is this MAGA Republic agenda? Is there a list? Is there a memo? Because the WEF has a memo. They have a list. I mean, we even have a list breaking down the steps for genocide, right? Where is your list? Hold on.
To the rule of law that has no respect for that.
Oh, MAGAs has no respect. We already know who did all the riots, who did all the millions, and I think even a couple billion in destruction, right?
Is a MAGA Republican agenda that gives no consideration to the rule of law.
That gives no. Where is your facts? Where? Give me one. Give me one. Give me one.
That has no respect for a woman's right to choose.
That's my favorite one right there. That has no respect for a woman's right to choose. Are you kidding me? Do you see how? I know I'm acting like I'm hyperbolic because again, everyone's so used to hearing this shit that they don't even realize how horrendous. Like this. And I don't care about her. Don't even know who she is. I mean, I kind of do, but you know, obviously Keisha Bottoms, right? Whatever. White House advisor. I mean, you don't know what you're talking about. You're pulling shit out of your ass and you're inflating. You're exacerbating. You're saying something as, wait a minute, guys, hold on here. Hold on for this one. Are you saying that Republican females don't want abortions, or only the left females want abortion? You lying sack of shit. Oh my God. I got one more time.
That has no respect for a woman's right to choose, that wants to define.
So Republicans, see, that makes no sense, right? Because there's clearly women from all shapes, ages, backgrounds, politics that want to have the right to have an abortion. That's a fact. That's a fact. It's not like the one side is never having abortions and the other side is always the one and they need it and they don't want anybody telling them what they cannot do. See what I mean?
On the FBI. There is a MAGA Republican agenda that thought that it was okay to attack our nation's capital.
The agenda. What was the agenda? The agenda is, which I can't even say the word because I've already been censored and videos taken down. What are you talking about? We're supposed to have a say. That's a democracy, you bitches.
On January 6th. I think people will think of all of these things when they go to the ballot box, no matter what their party affiliation is.
Okay, so you, again, another oxymoron bullshit. So it doesn't matter what side you're on. If this is important for the time of the E. I should have muted her when she said that word because again, they're after me on this one. I can't say the V, I can't say the E, and Mr. F. I'm gonna call him fettuccine. They're probably gonna think my channel is a cooking channel by the time I'm fucking done with these people. But now, right there,
And I think that they will vote accordingly.
You think they will vote accordingly? Wait. You said it doesn't matter what party. Everybody wants a...
And I think that they will vote accordingly.
Oh,
I've noticed, and I think a lot of people have noticed a certain phrase that you have been using since the very first answer, and that's MAGA Republicans or MAGA Republican agenda.
There you go. Beat it up more. Keep saying it more. Yeah. Wow. What a great script. Look at you with your suit and your glasses. You're supposed to be this authority, right? Anybody can wear a suit. Actors do it all the time.
It is a tough line being taken by the president and by you here right now against Republicans writ large. My question is, will the president and will folks in the administration between now and the November 8th elections keep hammering away at that phrase, at that imagery?
I mean, even look at this. White House advisor, WH advisor at Keisha Bottoms, Biden's been, in quote, very clear, in quote, MAGA, capital letters, Republicans plan to, in quote, essentially, comma, destroy the United States of America, in quote. Where's your proof that they're going to destroy America? And what do you mean by destroying America? What part of it? What part? What are they going to destroy? Are they going to eat all the food and leave you with nothing? What is it?
Well, I think it will be important for all of us who care about the United States of America.
For all of us who care about the United States of America. There's so many of you, but there's this huge group called MAGA that don't care. If they didn't care, why would there be a J6 issue right now?
America to call out what we see. And what we see again with this MAGA Republican agenda is an effort to disrupt our democracy. So
I told you that word was coming. They love using that word democracy. Democracy, remember, I've been through this with the videos. What does it mean? It means we all partake and choose our leaders. In a nutshell. Okay? So, if we're not coming together, then you're talking totalitarianism, authoritarianism, bullying, bitches. And again, I'm just talking to you guys like I'm having lunch or, happy hour with you. You know what I mean? I'm not trying to sound intellectual. That's what I do when I'm working. This is me going, I need to talk to some people, so I don't have to be on the phone 20 hours explaining everything to everyone. To say the least. That's one of my reasons. all the reasons.
November and beyond November. I think it will always be important to call out any effort there is to essentially destroy the United States of America. President Biden has been very clear.
Again, how are these group of people destroying America? Say it.
He wants to work in a bipartisan effort. He has worked in a bipartisan effort.
Oh, he's worked in a bipartisan effort, especially with this beautiful, famous speech in Philadelphia. That one in particular. Yeah, we got to destroy these people. Anytime those words comes out of anybody's mouth is reckless. It's actually downright I want to give you guys credit because I believe there's good in all people. But no. You are lying, gaslighting, like uber narcissistic kind of shit here. Okay? You're getting paid though. Here's the bottom line, Keisha. You're getting paid. That's what I know. That you're gonna do and say whatever to keep getting paid to do nothing. That, I'll give you that one. You're doing a good job. Yep. You're all doing a good job at that.
He's been able to get things done on behalf of our country. But when you have a MAGA Republican agenda that has no respect for the Constitution.
How many times did you say that? Oh, Jesus.
That has no respect.
A lie said enough times becomes truth.
For free and fair elections, then it is important for all of us, not just the president, not just me, for all of us to call it out for what it is. It is a danger.
Did I not just ask her how many times, guys? How many times did I ask her to say what is the agenda? And look at her.
To our democracy. Call it out for what it is. It is a danger to our democracy.
Call it out for what it is. It is danger to our democracy. Where? How? What? Get into it, sweetheart. I already know they don't have brains. I'm telling you straight up. This is not about politics. This is about brainless. If I hired her, I would have fired her. I would have been like, is that the best you can do? Anybody can do that. All right, I'm done. Done with this one. And I won't even go to this girl. I'll need a whole hour to go on this one. So maybe tomorrow, do next live coming near you. Yeah, as you can see, I was looking at all the threads. But okay, done with this shit. Now, this is my favorite part of today because I had no clue. I'm not following politics. I'm not especially over in Italy. And I see this report. Somebody I must have been watching mentioned it. And I was like, oh, this sounds exciting. A female Italian prime minister, right? And I see a picture of her. I'm like, oh, you know, she's my age. You know, she's looking good. She's looking young. You know, not some old farts. And here we go. You know, 45-year-old Meloni. So before I get into it, I want to play that I did see like what they called this woman a fascist. And I was like, really? And again, I don't believe what I'm told. I do my research. I watch tons of clips. I want to see her real self and I want to be able to judge her. So here's a clip. I'm sure you guys have seen it. If you haven't, we're going to see a little bit of it. There's in English, there's a sub-English translation. But I just want to make sure because I want to pull up. This was the article from Zero Hedge. Leftist former Italian prime minister says return of fascism in quote narrative is absolutely fake news, right? That's like a website, a news report that is more, I guess, center right. Now you go to these guys. Who's this? Who's CP? The Christian Post. Isn't that funny? Wait. Oh, that's why they've said, right, of course, Christian Post. The new Italian prime minister vows to protect God, and quote, God, family, country, as media tie her to fascism. Okay, so I'm looking for, this is it. This is the clip. Now, again, use your words correctly. Fascism, okay? They just love to throw it out there, just like a kid that doesn't know what alcoholic means, and he starts calling his friends at 8 years old, you're an alcoholic, because he heard his mom say it to somebody or something. You get what I mean? This is how stupid, but it's so reckless, and it's so if it's so reckless, it means it's premeditated. So I love the word that here she does a Freudian slip or projecting by calling agenda. It's we have an agenda here. I can't help to say the word that we are using. Yay! Got your number, sister, brother. I don't care. All of you got your number. I got your number. I got your number. Now listen to this. I believe they're going to use the word democracy as well. And again, call fascism what's not fascism. I come from Spain. I know about Franco. Do you? Again.
Italy has voted in its most right-wing government since World War II, and the Brothers of Italy party is set.
Again, who wrote their script? The most what? What did they just say about that? Let's do it one more time. We're going to do it one more time.
Italy has voted in its most right-wing government since World War II, and the Brothers of Italy party is set to make.
Look at this guy. Do you think he knows anything about World War II? I watched back in the day when they were all, a whole series on DVD. I had the whole library of them. Because I got rid of the DVDs. But you know what I mean? What are you talking about? But again, okay, somebody wrote it for him. I used to work for NBC. I get it. They wrote it for him in the newsroom. He doesn't contest it because he's getting paid. Okay, all right. So, one more time.
In government since World War II, and the Brothers of Italy party is set to make its leader, Giorgia Meloni, the country's first female prime minister.
Chris Luce is in Rome with reaction to this vote and Meloni's response to accusations that she's a fascist. Chris, good morning.
Okay, now, what I like about this clip is the other ones were definitely calling her fascist. All these 20 different websites, NBC, ABC, all of them. And they're just fascist. I'm like, wait a minute, dude. At least say alleged or something, right? No, it's done. It's done. No explanation whatsoever. No proof whatsoever. Now, but we understand, right? Because they want their agenda to be the most heard, and no other don't have anything question it because we gotta stick. We want to win this game. I get it. Now, what this guy's about to say that's in Italy reporting this is almost even worse. Listen and watch his body language again with sensationalism. Just tell me the news, dude, please.
Good morning. Yeah, it's a stunning victory for Giorgia Meloni and her brothers.
That was my first. He got me a hello when he said that. That was a stunning victory. Stunning, not isn't it amazing? A first female prime minister in Italy, in Europe. No, stunning because, oh my God, how can anybody vote for this? Didn't we just spend the last 2 decades, especially the last 2 years, brainwashing everyone, manipulating them, everybody like sheeple, right? So it's stunning that the people have spoken. And I'll tell you why. I'm going to play the video of her talking. I'm going to translate to you, regardless of what it says underneath. I'm going to translate how I can pick out a fake. And don't get me wrong. She can be elected or is elected and she could twist on you like the way they're comparing her to Mussolini. She could. Once you're in power, you could switch that flip, right? It's not like we haven't had presidents that say, we're going to do this, and they don't do it. Or they do the opposite. All the time. So I'm not defending that she won't flip it. But right now, my biggest concern is that I'm worried about her. Because I can't say the words because, again, I don't want to get flagged. But I'm worried about her. Not worried that she's going to flip. I'm worried. That certain people out there don't like this win. And we've already seen it in history. Even in our recent history, less than 100 years ago. Again, don't want to say too many words. Because I'm allegedly just telling you my opinion. This is an opinion. Just opinions. There's nothing but opinions. No facts here. Just opinions.
Italy party. Stunning because it was just a fringe party until a few short years ago. And stunning because of Italy's disastrous history.
They have to add that. Stunningly, because it was only a fringe party just a few years ago. Dude, I was born in Italy. There's no fringe, nothing about this woman. She's speaking like they've been speaking for forever. Until you guys came in, brainwashed everybody thinking we can make it better and we're going to give you all these, make your life easier and electricity and all this, blah, blah, blah. Here's your cell phone, here's your computer, and here's, oh, look at you. Oh, I don't have to grow my own food. I don't have to do anything because you're going to do it all for me. Now you're saying it's stunning? You guys... Whoever is out there, I don't even think it's a one side. It's just one global order that's like, I just want this to happen. And we're going to give them what they want and take it. And then we're going to use it against them. We're going to give them the free internet and then we're going to take it from them. I mean, it makes common sense. That's what a villain would do. Classic. Understandable.
The last time a hard right party came into power. Her name
Again,
is
he had to add the hard right party. It was the last time a hard right party came out. Yeah, well, I wonder what happened. They had that bad experience. Of course they go to the other side. It makes sense. That's common sense. That's natural behavior. Oh, you know what? We've been there. Okay, we're going to do the opposite of that just because we know that didn't work. So the opposite's got to work better. Well, after all these years, it's not, to the point that they've realized, okay, all right now. All right, this is a whole new generation. The Mussolini era, most of them are, or half probably, are gone. Passed on. So this is a blood, and with this woman is specifically 45 years old. That's a millennial.
Giorgia
I believe a millennial, cusp Gen X.
Meloni. And to the Brothers of Italy party, she's here to put traditional Italians first.
Oh, funny how they said she's here to put traditional Italians first. So it's not that most of Italy is traditional, just the brothers group over here. Right.
Problem in Italy is becoming the illegal immigration. Too many immigrants.
Which one, for example, to protect the traditional family, a family composed by a mom, a dad, and sons, for example.
How does she do that?
Not admitting the...
But notice how he's using the word traditional instead of conservative. See, that's how they want to translate it over here on these shores. You know, that's conservative to want a family. That's animal instinct, especially humans. Oh. This is what I'm saying. Like, why would anybody pay for cable for this shit? Why would you spend a penny on these people? That they literally just, they're foul humans. And I'm being nice.
Between people from the same gender.
Italy's conservative superstar fiercely opposes adoptions and surrogacy for same-sex couples. People like Alessandro Valera and his husband, who have a little girl.
She's trying to delete us and send a message that we are the cause of, we are the reason why Italy doesn't have enough children, we are the reason why we have demographic problems, we are the reason why the family is not holding strong, and we are scared.
The 45-year-old...
I get why you're scared. Because when you push so hard, like when you shove religion down somebody's throat that they don't want it, it's the same thing. When you shove any ideal, marriage, if I don't believe in marriage, and you shove it down, when you're gonna get married, when you're gonna get married, don't shove it down my throat. And that's the thing. Oh, we want all these rights. We want to be equal. And we don't care. The family doesn't have to be a family. We can do it this way. We can rearrange it and reinvent the wheel and reinvent humanity because we're gods. We know everything. We already have enough proof that not having a family, everybody's happier. I get you wanted to be inclusive. You wanted to feel equal and you wanted respect like any other human. But when you push it so far down somebody's fucking throat and it's against their own instinct, this is what you get, my friend. But nobody's trying to really blame you, okay? And that's the other thing. Yo, so you guys are victims, but we're the fascists. Because I stand my ground, I'm a fascist? So if I don't want to eat pizza and you do, I'm a fascist? I mean, I swear, it sounds exactly like that. For real. Why don't you do you and leave me the fuck alone? No, you want to push, push, push. Oh, you didn't want us to push, we backed off. What I mean by we, I mean traditional. Again, take the politics out of it. What, live and let live. No. You got to push, because you know why? Because once you got a little power, which I get it, and we gave it to you. Takes two to tango, okay? And now what? Now, we don't like what you did with all your freedom that we gave you. What I mean by we is the people that maybe like the way things have always been. There's nothing wrong with that. I personally like modernism. I like being progressive. I like doing things different. I'm a rebel. I'm erratic. I love being different. I mean, I get off on it. But I'm not going to sit here and think that, oh, my way of having a family is the best way. It should be the way and everybody should follow suit. No, you do you. You do you. And you know what? When I see you, I say good morning. Say good morning back. No, if I don't agree with you, you won't say good morning back to me. What the fuck is that? Man, like you guys are forcing people to get like this. I guarantee you she was not like this before, and she became that in the last few years. 100%. Anyway, let me play for you this video. Just a few minutes of it. And wait, when I do that, I can't see it. Oh, you know what? Let me see if I can watch it on YouTube.
La famiglia è un nemico, perché la famiglia fa così paura. C'è una risposta unica per tutte queste nemico.
Globalist.
Fa così paura.
Yeah, why is the family an enemy? Why is the family so frightening? But again, watch how she's talking. You don't need to know Italian.
C'è una risposta unica per tutte queste domande.
Oh, God. She turns me on, man. I'm telling you. Not because she's hot or beautiful. Just that passion, that fire, that boss. Like, oh, my God. It takes a woman to, like, act with that masculinity, with empowerment and leadership. That's the women I grew up with. My mother is number one. There is a single answer to all these questions. End quote.
Perché ci definisce, perché è la nostra identità.
Because it defines us. Because it is our identity. Yeah. You come against me, you try to tell me I'm not who I think I am, I'm definitely going against you. And you're going to put me in a political party because of it? You're a fucking loser.
Perché tutto quello che ci definisce in questo tempo.
Because everything that defines us is now an enemy. Didn't I just say that a second ago? Like, if I think I am who I am, don't come over to me. Yeah, like, you think America's not being run by England? Like, excuse me? And again, I can't even say I don't even know if I say the 177, you know what? Because God knows the bots and whatnot. But, like, the whole point on not listening to this authoritarian monarchy system at the time, we're doing the same. We're allowing the globalists telling us the same shit. They're all in agreement telling us, well, same shit. It's the exact same thing as monarchy, but they just call it differently. WEF.
Tempo è un nemico per chi vorrebbe che non avessimo più un'identità e che.
Look at that. When she's raising her hands up like that, and she's saying, for those who would like us to no longer have an identity. You get that? And she's not pointing. She could have. She's not. And she's totally doing the whole scape. Like, I'm letting you know. That's what I would do. If you're attacking my home, my children, my family, my loved ones, you know, whether you're raiding my house or stealing my chickens or whatever it is that you have, like, hey, like, that's a self-protection, but at the same time, the buck ends here. I'm drawing a line in the sand here. That's boss. That's bad.
Che fossimo solamente schiavi.
But look at her. And see how the way she just moved her eyes? That's compassion. She's not even being combative.
Consumatori perfetti.
She's like, you feel me. You feel me.
E allora è sotto attacco l'identità.
And so they attack national identity. They attack religious identity. Did I not have to say all this? Again, I didn't even remember what she said.
L'identità nazionale, è sotto attacco l'identità religiosa, è sotto attacco l'identità.
They attack gender identity. They attack family identity. Again, but they're flipping it, saying that we're attacking their right to whatever gender and identity they want. It's like, no, you're attacking us. You're trying to say no more mom and dad, no more, you know, breastfeeding, it's chest feeders, etc., etc. It's like, I understand that you're desperate and you're lost and you're grasping onto anything you can. For several reasons. Education, the way your family brought you up, the internet, mostly. But once you're an adult, you gotta own your own shit. So if you were brainwashed as a kid or neglected as a child, now you're an adult. Now you're playing with the big boys and big girls. Guess what? Boom.
Di genere è sotto attacco l'identità familiare.
And look, do you see how when she just breathed? It looks like she's angry, but she's not. She's literally speaking from her heart. I can't define myself as Italian, Christian, woman, mother. No. And see how she's touching her chest like this? Again, that's self-love, people. That's got nothing to do with fascism, you freaking... See what I mean? So no longer what used to turn us all on, somebody who was passionate and strong and loving and kind. Everyone loves someone like that. I know this for a fact. No matter where I go. Sorry if I don't mean to get loud, guys. I'm not trying to scream in the microphone and make you miserable. I don't. I'm sorry. I'm just as passionate as her. Let me pull this away. But like, seriously. You want me the way you want me when you want me that way. So when somebody's picking on you and Olga comes and defends you, you're all for it. But if I don't agree with you, then you're going to attack me. But you sure will call my name out when you know, hey, I need that girl. She gets shit done. People listen to her. Well, why do you think that is? Because no one will ever tell me what to do. Ever. Man, I was stuck in a convent. My parents threw me in a convent thinking that would tame my ass down. And you know, like most things, it made me more wild in many ways. It did teach me a lot. I did learn a lot. I do appreciate that experience now that I'm an adult. As a child, of course not. And you know, I was a good kid. I was respectful. I didn't do anything wrong. I didn't make the teachers mad, but I did speak my mind. And just because I spoke my mind, that was the massive threat. Yet when I was told to sit down or do the homework or stand in the corner or mop all the fucking 3 flights of stairs at 3 o'clock in the morning because that will keep her busy so she can shut her mouth, it doesn't work. Because when you're wrong, and I'm not afraid of you. And I was a kid. And now these people, again, you become an adult, right? You want to be people happy. So you're like, okay, I'll be respectful. Yo. Not to the point where you're asking me to give up who I am. You want to be you, you be you.
Italiana, cristiana, donna, madre, no? Io devo essere cittadino X?
Yeah, no. I must be citizen X, gender X, parent 1, parent 2. I must be a number. Boom! Girl! Oh! Sorry. But see, I go from that agenda bullshit where I'm like, oh my God, I just want to grab her. Again, I'm not physical. I'm not aggressive at all. I'm all mouth, no doubt. But, you know, I would love to have these people face to face. I'm like, look at me again and explain that to me. Explain that to me. And yeah, and don't cut the camera off and don't cut this shit off. And with no threat of that, I'm going to be fired, right? Because if I'm working with her, you know what I mean? Wimps, pussies, lot. Just no backbone. This woman exudes backbone.
Genere X, genitore 1, genitore 2, devo essere un numero. Perché quando sarò solamente un numero, quando non avrò più
Because when I am only a number, when I no longer have an identity or roots,
un'identità, quando non avrò più radici, beh, allora sarò
then I will be the perfect slave at the mercy of financial speculators. Oh, I mean, come on. Hollywood needs to be writing scripts like this.
lo schiavo perfetto in balia della grande speculazione finanziaria.
And see, now that she's going, you know, that's bravery coming out. That's not fascism. Watch some fascists. Go ahead. Watch Mussolini. Watch Hitler. Watch these people. What is his name? Xi Jinping, whatever? I was that wrong. You know who I'm talking about.
Il consumatore perfetto.
Yeah, the perfect freaking consumer. That's right. That's right. Whew, maybe I need to take a little break. I miss you guys. I wanted to get that off my chest, as you can tell, so bad. I'm like, and I am now going to the live chat. I can't wait to see what you guys say. Keep your comments coming. Even if you're not watching this live, make sure to leave a comment in the replay. I do read them. I will respond. Okay. I'm telling you, that's it for me. We can go on and on. I could be here all day. Oof. I'd not heard of this woman until yesterday, guys. No clue. And then I was like, you know, I don't want to be... I judged her based on my soul, my perception, my instinct. It's horrible. It's horrible. People got no... I don't even know where to start. Let's see. So, Knees Joe, he said, how about home insurance in Florida, right? I heard it's a real challenge these days because companies aren't able to fund the cost of claims. ESP with the cost of everything these days. Yeah, and especially like, how about the death rates? Call the insurance companies death rates that are all-time high ever. Like I believe, don't quote me, but something like 40%. Like unusual spike of deaths. And we're not going to talk about the V and how that's related. But yeah, nobody saw this coming, huh? Right. Yep. What's this? AC Nesson, get your chakras right! Exclamation. Got a feeling, smiley face. Love it. Hey, welcome. Welcome, Jim from Maryland. Great to see you back. Your show is great. Thank you, Jim. Thank you. Keep doing what you're doing. Don't let the shadow ban discourage you. Yeah. Thank you. Thank you. Bless you. You and all. Okay, let me know. all your loved ones, all the things that matter to you. Many blessings. Shannon, have not heard about this. Oh, which one? I know. I guess I'm getting to your chats a little late. I didn't want to skip anything, but let me see if I can, whatever jumps out. At Olga, you should look at the footage of Biden and one of the security sector fanatics talking about shutting down Nord Stream if Russia did invade Ukraine. I have a vague recollection. I need to find that. Yes. If you find it first, can you please put the link in the comments? I'll do it in the next live for sure. These statements were public in January. Yes, I do remember that. You are so good. AC Nelson, you are so good. Thank you so much. Thank you, Shannon. Yes. Oh, you were in the Navy, Jay? Hey, no wonder we would click. You were a CB. My father was a Navy man, a seaman, and a radio man, to be exact, as well. He spent a lot of tours out on sea. He passed a couple of years ago. Thank God it was before I'm going to be like BC 2020. That's right. I did know Shannon was also in the military. This is so funny how, again, I hope it's not the algorithm like hooking you guys up thinking, because they do that shit. They're like, oh, this is what we think she wants or her audience wants. I hope it really happened from the beautiful energy or the grace of God, however you want to connect with that. But yeah, let me see. Looking to see. Wow, guys, I'm sorry. I'm missing a lot of chats here. Put like a star or something when it's something like when I ask you a question to answer it. That would be helpful. Like put a little star or some kind of emoji. Let's all agree on this emoji. And then I'd be like, okay. Let me see. AC Nelson. Anyone that knows about World War II knows that fascism and Nazis were all left-wing ideologies. Thank you. I just heard the whole crowd in the stadium. Just look at the policies! Exclamation. Yes. You spin me right round, baby, right round. Yeah. Oh, shit. Man, am I feeling you guys. And it was a new moon a couple days ago, so this is good because all the intentions we set out this moment. So we're not going to let these bastards get us down, like Julius Caesar said. Don't let the bastards get you down. Yeah. That's right. Let's see. Traditional Italian ideal. Semicolon. 2 hours sipping espresso in the morning. Yup. Passionate Pérez, capital letters, exclamation, laugh out loud. I just hope I'm not blowing anybody's ears off. Oh man, I wonder what was that mic drop moment. Somebody that, hey, avert the mortal eyes. These are strong women. Love it. Welcome. You talking about the Prime Minister? Are you talking about you and me too? Is that... Did I miss something in the live chat? I love it when you guys talk to each other, but then I feel like, man, I'm missing out. She has some balls, right? Right? Thank you for capital letters. She has some balls, Shannon. Yeah, I'm telling you. I'm going to send her a lot of positive energy, man. Because there's some evil people out there. I'm telling you, this is not politics. This is a war between good and evil. Good is loving and respectful. We can disagree. Evil is you will do what I want you to do. And you can't fight for your rights. Only I can. That's evil! That's Star Wars! Darth Vader! Come to the dark side. Anyway, Ron, welcome. Hi, Olga and friends. Wow, this show is really cooking with fire. I like that. I'm telling you, man, it's funny. It's always like a numbers game, right? Like, oh, show me how many subscribers you have and this and that. Well, I'm limited. Like, I can't even tell you guys, like, if I can't come on or I have to switch up the schedule. And I apologize, but until I get 1,000 subscribers, I can't comment. You can't see the community thing, blah, 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 all this stuff. But honestly, I feel like I have 1 million subscribers already because the way we're connecting is real. It's awesome. Like, it's not fake. I mean, I get people that know me personally, like, oh my God, I missed your live. Blah, blah, blah. It's like, oh, well, you can watch the replay. But yeah, I was going to go for 2 hours today, but I'm telling you, I am all fired up. I love this cooking one. Ron. Cooking in capital letters. Yeah. How about some fire emojis? And again, it takes one to know one. So my biggest thing is I want you guys to know that I really believe that being honest and loving is unity. I don't have to take a side, and I don't have to agree, and we don't have to agree or disagree. You know, show me the goods. Show me what you're doing. Don't tell me. Show me. Show me. And do you guys have any questions before I gotta go? But you know I'll be back. Thank you for being here. Thank you for liking the video. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for sharing. Thank you for your love. Anything that comes to you later on, leave it in the comments below. I'm so grateful for you. Every single one of you. I look forward to it. I actually really missed you guys because last week I would have done 2 and I couldn't. I only did 1 live. And today, although it's Wednesday, I'm doing another live. Could be tomorrow, could be Friday, which is why hit that all notification bell so we don't miss each other. And you can comment before I even go live and I'll see it. Get a heads up. Any questions, any suggestions, I'm looking out. I've been getting a lot of requests for another Sansom video. I think it's 45 equals 13, something like that. I've yet to watch it, never seen it. It's going to be first time. I'll do it live. So I'm definitely going to be doing that in the next live. And I'm probably going to wait to the very end to make sure you guys stay with me. Because without you, it's not the same. All right, guys. Until next time, much love, many blessings, and I'll talk to you soon.